Could you kind of walk us through your two at bats where you hit the two-run home runs?
The first guy, Pennington, he was dealing for a while, and he had this high spin rate fastball, and we just couldn't get on top of it. So my first at bat against him, I popped out, and then my second at bat, I just tried to get on top of it, almost think swing down, and just get on top of it, kind of that way, and was able to get a ball middle in and up, and had a good approach and got that one. And then the second at bat was off a side armor. And whenever you're a left-hand hitter off a sidearm pitcher, um, everything kind of goes into your barrel a little bit, especially when he throws a breaking ball. And he threw a breaking ball the first pitch, and I took it. I remember thinking that was the one I should have hit. And luckily I got another one and was able to stay on it. That's the whole thing with sidearm pitchers, is make sure you stay on the pitch so you don't pull off. They're trying to get some weak contact, maybe a rollover. But as long as you stay on it, left-hand hitters should usually hit sidearm pitchers pretty well.
Jason?
You guys continue to come back in games. I mean, it's not a good team is able to do that and win those close games. What's the mentality in the dugout as you guys are kind of coming back from these deficits?
We have a lot of guys that have been there, done that, a lot of older guys. The truth matter is all this is only possible if our pitching keeps us in games. And with Wicklander and Morris getting us out of that jam, and Cops getting us out of that jam, we believe in Costi. Costi's really hard to hit. It just wasn't his day, but luckily Cops kept us in the game, and obviously with Wiggins. But our pitching keeps us in games, and we're just very calm. That's all I can say. Just being very calm, realizing the game is it's a long game. There's many chances, and the game's not over till the final out. And I would just say pitching keeps us in games, and we're just very calm.
Matt?
You came close, and I'm talking about as a team, to getting through against Whaley in the seventh inning and stranded a couple. Did you see anything there in the seventh that helped you in those first couple of bats in the eighth?
I would say just as a team, just keep grinding at bats. You wear down the other team mentally just by grinding out at bats the whole game, making it tough outs. Whether whoever's pitching, whoever's coming in, whenever they realize it's going to be hard to get outs, even if it's a strikeout, if you make it 5-6 pitches and you make that guy work, you wear him down mentally. And as long as you stay calm and buy into the approach that Coach Thompson and Coach Bobby and Coach Phil and Coach Ben pour into us, there's a good chance good things will happen eventually. And it's a long game, and as long as you stay the course, good things will happen.
Tom?
Robert, you guys knew what kind of glove you were getting out of battles, but he's been hitting for you too, and he was on base for your first home run. Just what has he meant to you guys from an offensive standpoint?
Jalen, first off, was just an unbelievable teammate, just fun to play with. And, he's very talented. And there's nothing really to say other than he's a ball player. And he brings it every single day. He's got energy. He's got a great approach to this game. And whenever he steps in the plate, he gets his best swing off, and he gives himself a chance to do damage. And, Jalen's just fun to be around.
Were you thinking home run when you came up in the eighth, or I mean, how did you approach that? I know you wanted to get on top of the ball, but home run in your mind?
You talking about the sidearm guy or the?
Yeah, the sidearm guy.
For the side armor, you just have to stay on it. Whether he goes fastball away, truthfully, I was thinking off gap. If he was going to throw a fastball and if he was going to throw a hanging breaking ball, that's when you try to jump it, and make sure you see it up. The one thing you don't want to do is roll over, get an M capper, roll over. You try to get the ball in the air with a sidearm guy. So I wouldn't say I was necessarily thinking home run, but I was definitely thinking stay on the ball and see it up.
Yep, thanks.
Matt?
Robert, how would you assess your power left versus right side of the plate? I know you bat left-handed more, but you've had a lot of your home runs from that side.
I'm naturally right-handed, so I'm a little stronger. The one thing I have going for me left-handed is I'm a right-handed thrower, so that's my lead arm. And so I constantly have to work right-handed on my lead arm, because left hand is my lead arm when I swing right-handed. But I would say it's about the same, truthfully. to all fields. I have a lot more left-handed bats, so it's easy for me to get in a groove that way than it is right-handed. Right-handed, my swing's a lot more simpler just because the natural side is the stronger side, and I'm able to just repeat things a little better. But I would say it's truthfully about the same.
You had the go-ahead chance because of the at-bat that Zach had in front of you. What did you think about him coming off the bench? And
That's really hard to do what Zach did. Come off the bench. It was cold all day. It was rainy. He hasn't taken a swing since batting practice 3-4 hours ago, and he had his A stuff for his at bat. And seeing pitches, that's a tough dude to walk against because side armors usually fill the zone a lot, and they try to get weak contacts. They're nibbling the corners, and for him to draw a walk there and give us a chance to win the ball game, that's huge. And Zach fully accepted his role in that at bat, and he got the job done and gave us a chance to win a game.
Hutch finishes off here.
Yeah, Robert, Wiggins has faced 9 guys so far and struck out 7 of them. He pitched in the 10th inning last week to close it out this time. What have you made of his performance so far this year?
Seeing him from middle school and high school up to now and just watching him develop has been so fun to watch. And you could probably throw him in any situation the game has to offer, and he would dominate. I feel like he's hard to hit. I don't think we hit him at all this spring. He gets better every single day. He takes the ball. He has no fear, and he's fun to play defense behind because you won't be out there very long. So I don't want to jinx him, but he's going to have a heck of a year.